Hello and welcome to Froch on Fighting with me, Carl Froch. Don't forget to hit subscribe and also hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. So here it is, Tyson Fury, Francis NGannou. The presser takes place tomorrow, and I've not actually really spoken about the fight itself and the event, because all I did was just shown how disappointed I was that he's fighting NGannou instead of fighting somebody like Alexander Usyk. So I just want to say, I think that for boxing, in terms of actual professional boxing, this is a load of crap. Gotta be honest. But in terms of an event, I reckon it'll be a decent event. And the reason I say it's a load of rubbish in terms of a boxing match, because Francis NGannou, although he's a top MMA fighter, he's making his professional debut. He's powerful, he's a big, strong, powerful guy. And you think to yourself, if he does land a punch on Tyson Fury's chin, maybe something could happen. But it's professional boxing, the art of pugilism. He's not going to be able to land a punch on Tyson Fury's chin. That's the point. There's not going to be a lucky punch. So in terms of a boxing match, it's a mismatch. Ngannou's making his pro debut. For me, it's not good for boxing. I'd rather see Tyson Fury in there with Usyk. But having said that, if we're looking at it as an event, which it is, it's a big event, I think it's going to be massive. And I think I'm definitely going to be watching it. I'm even kind of looking forward to it as well in a strange way. I like watching Tyson Fury in the ring. I think he's entertaining, he's exciting, he's good to watch. He speaks well, but he's also a really, really good fighter. And Ngannou will come and he'll have a go. He's a big, strong man and he'll have a go. But in terms of an event, it's bringing all new people to the sport. There's going to be a lot of crossover fans that are going to be turning up. And the event itself in Saudi Arabia is going to be massive. And that puts the spotlight on boxing as well. I don't want to contradict myself. Maybe it's for all the wrong reasons, but it's still bringing in a crowd to professional boxing. It's putting the spotlight on Tyson Fury, who is arguably one of the best heavyweights of all time. It's going to put spotlight on him, which is going to bring maybe a new audience to the sport. So I'm happy with the event. I think it will be good. It's entertaining. I can understand why TNT are going to be selling it. It's going to be a pay-per-view show on what was the old BT Sport, but it's now TNT. So yeah, I mean, ended it really on a positive note. But in terms of professional boxing, us professional boxers and purists are actually a little bit disappointed that Tyson Fury is not fighting Usyk. But yeah, he sent me a message saying, "Don't hate the player, Froch, hate the game." I'm like, what's he mean? Don't hate the player, hate the game. So he's just talking about he's making the money. And I said, this ain't a big fight. This ain't for boxing. And he said, listen, this is the biggest fight in boxing at the moment. To which I replied back to him, with a little bit of a back and forth. And I said to Tyson, surely your fight with Alexander Usyk is the biggest fight in boxing. It's going to make you the most money. And he said, no, it's not. This is my biggest payday to date. So, and like I said before, fair play to him. It's towards the end of his career. He's making as much money as he can before he retires. And you know what boxing politics is like. I mean, he had the 70-30 offer for Usyk, and then Usyk accepted. Then he pulled out, but Tyson Fury pulled out, but he blamed it on Usyk. But the fight never got made. So this is happening. We're going to have to get over it. If you don't want to watch it, don't tune in if you don't like it. But if you do want to see Tyson Fury in there against Ngannou, who hasn't got a chance, but maybe have a puncher's chance in somebody's eyes, some people's eyes, then enjoy the show. And like Tyson said, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Do you think this, though, could be a bit of a warm-up fight for him? For maybe before he takes the Usyk fight?
Trying to wind me up or what? Is that a warm-up fight? What's he going to just warm his...
Maybe the ring rust.
Sorry, Rachel's showing her limited knowledge. She does actually know quite a bit about boxing. She's been around me a few years. But no, I think the only thing Tyson's going to be warming up for his knuckles on Ngannou's face.
Okay.
It's going to be that bad of a mismatch. But yeah, like I said, tune in if you want to see it. If you're not interested, don't tune in. That's your choice.
So you've had a few comments saying that you were too harsh on Liam Smith.
Listen, I might have been a little bit harsh on Liam Smith, and I've got nothing against him personally. I think he's a great guy and he's a top fighter, as we all know. And based on what happened in the first fight, I think a lot of people will come to me and come to my channel on my prediction and go, right, who am I going to place a bet on? Liam Smith, Chris Eubank Jr. And they'll be thinking to themselves, the best Chris Eubank Jr. against the best version of Liam Smith, who wins? 95% of people think that Liam Smith would win that fight based on what they saw in the first one. But if Smith's going to turn up, 3 stone is taken off, 42 pounds lighter, then he's drained at the weight. He's not giving himself the possible chance to win and do the same as what he did in the first fight. So from my point of view, it's annoying that people come to my channel for my prediction, then they'll go down the bookies and put a bet on. A close friend of mine put a chunky bet on for Liam Smith to win on the strength of what I said. And
are you still fuming that you got your prediction wrong?
Listen, I got the prediction wrong because I challenge anybody to get predictions right. What about you? What about do you want a prediction? You tell me. Let's do a prediction. You tell me.
Here we go.
You tell me what the best Hoover is.
Oh my God!
Is it a shark?
Are you serious?
Is it the Henry? Is it the G-Tech? Because you've got all of them Hoovers.
Yeah.
What's the other one you've got? You've got another one.
Well, you've just bought me a new one.
Yeah, well, because you think the Hoover's broke when the bin's full.
Well,
you empty the bin.
Was it broken? Was it broken? You just bought me a new shark one.
Right, jokes aside, if you're trying to predict what the best Hoover is,
and
I'm not joking.
And then what you even did was you got the new shark Hoover, and then you hoovered all my hallway. So I'll be getting you to do that every week now.
Yeah, it's a new toy. I like a new toy. Once and once only. But anyway, if you're asking to give predictions on boxing, if you could predict every fight right, or even half of your fights right, you would be a billionaire. You wouldn't need to go to work. Just back yourself when you give your prediction, and you'd be absolutely loaded. Listen, it's not realistic. It's a 2-horse race, boxing, and anything can happen. I, like many other people, thought that Liam Smith was going to win that fight, and all I'm saying was, referencing the fact that he's took so much weight off, he didn't give himself the best possible chance, which I was disappointed by, and a lot of fans were disappointed by it, and I just pulled it up. So I'm not going to make any apology. I'm just going to stand by my conviction and justify why I said what I said. And in terms of retirement, I think at 35 years old, Liam Smith's had a great career. He's earned a few quid. He's beat the game. If he gets out now, he's amongst the 1% of people that make money and do well in boxing and get out with the faculties intact. So that's all I was saying. But in terms of not getting my prediction right, yeah, it's annoying. You want to get the predictions right, but I'm not a gambling man anyway. So
I'm going to bet you Hoover now for that.
This has been another episode of Froch on Fighting with me, Carl Froch, and my lovely wife, Rachel Froch, in the background there, piping up. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
But on a serious note, here on Froch on Fighting, we don't sit on the fence. We tell it how it is. And unlike other channels, we give predictions on fights. We're not worried about getting it wrong and the backlash. And to be honest, if I have offended anybody, good. I still don't give a fuck. On that note, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, share this with your friends, and I'll see you next week.